That level of being relied on is the hottest thing in the world to me, the musician told Kelly Rizzo on her Comfort Food podcast. John Mayer's hopes for his love life are more serious than sexy. People don't think I want to be married. I absolutely want to be married, the musician, 46, told pal Kelly Rizzo on Sunday's episode of her new podcast Comfort Food. You know the secret, which is that I'm actually fairly well adjusted. And I so badly want to get married, if only for my wife to just know in her heart, like, John will know what to do. I just think that level of being relied on is the hottest thing in the world to me. If my husband was here, he would know what to do. Call John. Call my husband. You're a full grown-up when this is your romantic fantasy. You're a fully fledged grown-up. Rizzo, 44, joked back, your kink is that you want someone to be like, John's got a guy. Reliance kink? Oh my god, the guitarist agreed. Reliability kink? Yes. Mayer has spoken about his goals for his personal life before, both in conversation with Adele and speaking to close friend Andy Cohen about what it would take to complete his bucket list. That would complete all of it, he told Cohen on Andy Cohen Live in 2021. And I thought about this as recently as last night. 'Cause my brothers are both married and have children. My dad was 50 when he had me. I think if I work backwards, it's 50. 48, 50. In 2017, Mayer told the New York Times that he called settling down the final frontier and wanting the baby with the protective earphones, referencing his child in the crowd at one of his shows wearing noise-canceling headphones. He recently touched on the topic again on his new SiriusXM radio show Life with John Mayer, joking with a caller that he's looking for his own referee. Again, I need someone to tell me to stop these things at some point. I've heard people tell me that I shouldn't get married. I need a referee, I need someone to step in and just say, you can't do that, Mayer said. I'll share with you something my therapist said to me. I asked him, am I going to find somebody in my life? Am I going to end up finding somebody? And he said to me, John, it's inevitable. I loved that word, inevitable. Because it means I have nothing to do with whether I do or not. And I believe in it. And maybe someone can glean something from that, if they're alone this holiday season. The stakes just get really high when you get older. Rizzo, the widow of actor and comedian Bob Saget, who died suddenly at 65 in January 2022, launched her podcast in November and is currently working on a cookbook. Mayer and Saget had been friends for years, from grabbing dinner in Los Angeles together to teaming up for charity events. Saget traveled to Brazil with the musician for Mayer's 48th birthday bash in 2017, while Mayer sang at Saget's 2018 wedding to Rizzo. On Sunday's episode, releasing shortly before the second anniversary of Saget's death, Mayer and Rizzo reminiscence about processing the loss, how they grieved together, and their experiences in the weeks that followed, including Mayer and comedian Jeff Ross picking up Saget's abandoned car at the airport. John did a lot for me that first week and the last 2 years that really, and I know this is going to sound dramatic, but it's true and he's very humble about this, but he really did save my life physically that week. I was really not well and he stepped up and did things for me that nobody else could have done that literally saved my life, Rizzo told People recently. I went back through the 2 years of text messages that we had, especially during that first month. We relived some of the text messages we sent each other, on the podcast. Mayer appears on the latest episode of Kelly Rizzo's Comfort Food, dropping Sunday on all major podcasting platforms, including Spotify and Apple.